What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm joined by an awesome cast of YouTubers. We have, God fucking damn it.
How did
so
you fuck up?
Okay. I got. What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm joined by an awesome cast of YouTubers to discuss the secret to God key and discuss the further findings based on episode 20. Now, since we are discussing episode 20 of Dragon Ball Super, there's going to be a small, major spoiler. It's a small spoiler, it's just one line that's mentioned in the series, but I think it's a major spoiler in terms of how God Ki is used and how Super Saiyan Blue is essentially achieved. Now, to kind of break down Super Saiyan God versus Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God was first revealed in the Battle of Gods movie, and it involved Goku holding hands in a ritual to achieve a great new power, which also revealed a lot of new mysterious abilities. One, being able to absorb ki attacks, and two, being able to regenerate after being stabbed in the side by Beerus, which doesn't make any sense. And hopefully, they will explain that further down the road. But that's Super Saiyan God. But now we're in the Resurrection F Saga. We have another, I guess the next level of Super Saiyan God, which features both Goku and Vegeta having the blue hair. But it's interesting to me because now, based on episode 20, I feel like Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God are essentially two different things. Now, this is a pure theory and speculation. Of course, it could be very, very different. For all we know, the only reason why Vegeta can indeed access or is going to access Super Saiyan Blue is because he was in a way affected by the ritual that was initially done on planet Earth. But the thing that just kind of has me, I guess all of us, kind of like running in circles trying to figure out as much as possible about this transformation is because Whis says, don't let your ki leak out. Raise your ki inside your body and you'll become stronger that way. And the second Goku and Vegeta did that, when they clashed, we saw the blue aura pop out. So it's like, has that been the secret the whole time? And on top of that, why hasn't that ever been like a thing before? Because like they've always mastered the ability to suppress their ki. How come nobody ever thought about suppressing their ki while fighting? Like, why did nobody ever think about doing that in the past? And yet now that is the secret to achieving Super Saiyan Blue. So is Super Saiyan Blue different from Super Saiyan God, or is it the same? Or did, only reason why it can affect Goku and Vegeta is because Vegeta was also affected by the ritual. There's so many questions out here, so much confusion, and we're trying to make better sense of it. So how about we start off with Mike from Laughing Stock Media, who is in this video. So how do you see everything that I just kind of discussed?
As very confusing.
Yeah, right?
I mean, like, I don't really get it, because, like, first off, we never saw Vegeta use the ritual, and it's almost absolutely positive he did not use the ritual, since no one ever brings it up at any point, and he was with Whis the entire time. He could have used the ritual to become a god.
Right.
So we don't even understand how he became a god in the first place. But after that, like, I don't really understand, like, it's a really interesting, cool concept they're trying to introduce to explain their, powers and stuff, but how do you keep your ki within yourself when you're powering up? Every single time we see someone power up in Dragon Ball, we see a ki aura surrounding them, and we see, like, the earth shaking and everything. Does this mean that there's literally no environmental effects anymore when they actually power up in their thing? But at the same time, it's just weird because, like, on one hand, people can say if it isn't related to Super Saiyan God, that if you power up within your body, you can turn in, and then turn Super Saiyan, you can turn to a Super Saiyan Blue. But what becomes the point of Super Saiyan God at that point? It becomes essentially nil and pointless. Why would they even bother becoming gods if they can just do this? So, I mean, for me, I feel like it's kind of a prerequisite to be a god in order to do this, or to have some god ki within yourself, and maybe this amplifies it to that nth degree, and it's maybe more of a tactical advantage. But I just feel like if this is not related to God, then they might as well just be saying, screw everything we just established in the last movie, you can just get stronger by powering up and getting training.
I mean, technically, in a way, whether or not to become gods, training by maintaining your ki inside your body should make you a lot stronger than before. Because it's like basically you become a ninja. You become like the Saiyan ninja where you can, because the problem that always happened in the past was the second you use your ki, people can sense you. But if they can't sense you, you become a bigger problem. So in a way, if everybody starts training this way, they can become a lot stronger. But the question is will they become Super Saiyan Blues?
You know what I wonder, though, first, if Goku were to keep his ki in his body like this as a Super Saiyan 3, would he be able to use that ki for much longer and be able to master that form? That's also something that I thought when I was watching that.
That's a really good thing to bring up. I think it was either you or Toasty who brought this up, but Super Saiyan Red, Super Saiyan God, if we were to say both of these are the same things of same levels of Super Saiyan God, is Super Saiyan God essentially just Super Saiyan Blue with your ki escaping? Was that you who said that, or was that Toasty?
I think it was me, but it's just like That is a very possibility, because the thing is, it's not like, if they really got the 50 times multiplier on top of being gods, then they could effortlessly beat Beerus or Whis, you know what I mean? So I just feel like maybe that's the key. Maybe this is really mastering that God Ki and keeping it within yourself, so that you do become a full, true, like, Super Saiyan God with the blue hair, as opposed to simply just, like, some of that God Ki as a Super Saiyan.
You know what's funny is if you're supposed to keep your ki inside you, then why do they have auras at this point? I feel like they shouldn't even have auras, like the blue aura and the red aura. My brain is just... You know when Gon in Hunter x Hunter does math, or you tell him numbers? Yeah. That's a little bit me the last week trying to figure things out. Kwame, how do you, I guess, see everything that we were talking about so far?
Well, I'm actually planning on doing like a video in about 6 months on how I think Super Saiyan God like actually works in terms of like a theory and how it works. And the funny thing about it is I've always kind of felt like the whole transformation works in the sense where like you just kept some God Ki and just like manipulated it to like use as a transformation with Super Saiyan. I never really thought about it as like you're keeping in like God Ki as a whole and you're just maximizing that with Super Saiyan. I just thought of it as basically you have a small piece of God Ki and just become a Super Saiyan. That's how I always looked at the transformation. And now it's kind of seeming like, it should be the other way around because of what, Harold from Laughingstock Media was saying, because he mentioned that if they were to go Super Saiyan, on top of being a god, that would, in terms of, Toriyama's multipliers, they should, effortlessly beat, Beerus, Whis, most likely even Golden Frieza based off of those emblems. So I found it kind of weird, and, it's kind of changing a lot of the things that we learned about Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, because honestly, I wish they had expanded more on it in Super as opposed to kind of just throwing them out there.
And I hope they still do, because, like, again, before I thought the same thing. I thought like you do the ritual, you have Super Saiyan God as red. If you access that power and don't know how to really control it or keep it inside you, the energy escapes and you're red. That's why they're red. They're on fire. They're literally on fire with energy. Whereas blue is a more calmer like color. It's more control. So Super Saiyan Blue to me would make sense that once you achieve that God Ki, you control it, you can kind of stay calm in that power, and now you have access to the God Ki abilities, the power, the strength, but you're blue. That's how I always saw it. But again, now it's just been so confusing to me because they're just, my God, I can't even speak thinking about all this.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead, Toasty. I know you got something to say. What you got to say?
I've literally been waiting for like 7 minutes just to speak. All right. No, I think that as they said it in Resurrection F, I think that it's the same thing as to where Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue is when you go Super Saiyan when you have God Ki. Just like in Super when Whis and Goku both arrived on Beerus' planet and Vegeta was able to sense that they were there, I feel like that was because, he at that point had God Ki. Now, how he had God Ki, I don't know. It could have been ritual, could have been something that Whis did with him in the 6 months that they had before Goku actually arrived on the planet. We have no idea. It's most likely going to be a flashback or something like that. But
I hope.
At the current moment, we have no idea as to how Vegeta has that power. But I still think that you need God Ki to become a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, because if Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue is just going Super Saiyan having God Ki, and if that was not the case, then everybody would have Super Saiyan Blue. It wouldn't make any sense. So obviously Vegeta and Goku already have that power of a Super Saiyan God, or just like the God power to where they are able to have Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. So that is what I think. I don't think that there's like any real difference between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, because Super Saiyan God is given to you during the ritual, or I guess for Vegeta it's a different case, but that's just a power that seems to only be granted in that sort of thing, because it still keeps your normal hair, your normal appearance, but it gives you red hair and changes the color of your eyes and gives you an aura. And so I think Super Saiyan Blue is going Super Saiyan with that power. Now, if they can go Super Saiyan without that power, like without, pretty much having the yellow Super Saiyan again after getting the God power and training with Whis, I don't know. But I would assume that after their training, everything like that, just because they have the God power, that's why they're able to become Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. It's because they have the God power and are becoming Super Saiyan with that power. I don't think that there's any huge differences to where it's like, oh yeah, this is two different things. Like, no, I think that one's just prerequisite to the other, and one's gained by the ritual and the other one is not.
So I think to just to kind of summarize everything we said. So, and I'm pretty sure we can agree with all this. So, number one, we do agree that God Ki is completely different from regular ki, and you have to achieve it. Like, you have to figure out what it's like, what it feels like, and then from there you can basically use it to manipulate it in your own way. So whether you want to be Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, that's one thing we can agree on. Yeah. 2, Super Saiyan Blue is indeed the same thing as Super Saiyan God, but just the next level. It just basically takes Super Saiyan God and then basically taking the next level of controlling it. And then the next thing is the only thing that's, I guess, the missing puzzle piece here is, how did Vegeta get it? Now, initially, my biggest theory that only makes sense is he achieved it just because he was somehow affected by the ritual that was initially done. And I always like to believe, just so it's more unique, only full-blooded Saiyans can achieve Super Saiyan God. So both Goku and Vegeta are the ones affected, so that way Goten and Trunks and Gohan can't get it, because if everybody gets it, it'll be another Super Saiyan bargain sale, in which case it would just be like, yeah.
No, it'll be a Super Saiyan God bargain sale.
Super Saiyan God bargain sale, yes.
What if Broly gets it?
Yeah, guys, what if Broly and Pan get it? Come on.
So, I don't know. It's just, there's so much here to kind of process. There's still a lot of confusion there, especially with the abilities. Like, the one thing that I'm confused about the most now is the abilities themselves. I mean, number one, Goku absorbed a gigantic attack that pierced through at him, and like it was nothing, in Battle of Gods the movie. And then also in the actual Dragon Ball Super fight, we saw him literally get impaled by Beerus and completely heal it. So it's like, is there a healing factor or not? And if there is, how is that going to affect the point in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F Saga where, he got shot in the heart? Like, is he going to be healed from that? Or like, can you do infinite Zenkai boost? Like, does Zenkai boost even affect the series anymore? There's so many like questions out there that we can't really even answer, and it's just, all we can really just do is trying to piece everything together as much as possible.
If that did happen, if Zenkai boosts do come into effect, then Goku's probably stronger than Vegeta, because he got shot in the heart, almost died, and then,
right?
Yeah, so that means that equal thing with Goku and Vegeta, I mean, Goku's stronger than him now. Like,
technically.
Yeah, but I would hope that that's not the case. But yeah, I guess Zenkai boost. I guess that now Akira is just like, you know what? I want to create some suspense. Almost have this guy die. What's a Zenkai boost? What are you talking about?
I mean, they haven't really been a factor since Cell anyway, and they weren't even a factor, after Frieza. So
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think we covered pretty much everything on the Secret to God Key here. Hopefully, we got more explanations. Hopefully, we get these flashbacks that. I feel like we'll get flashbacks in the Champa arc, because, since Toriyama is the one that's kind of writing that entire story right there and working on that, I feel like he'll explain everything that so far has been left out. Hopefully, this interview that's coming out in a couple weeks through the guide, was it? The history guide or something like that? I hope that has more answers to this mysterious God Key ability and, answers the question. But for now, I think we pretty much covered everything, I hope. Is there anything else we missed?
No,
I mean, I just had a question of whether or not, like, how would this affect other characters if they learn to keep their ki within their bodies when they were powering up?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that was my thing. Like, it's because at first, like, when I saw episode 20, the thing that bugged me was, if that's a secret to becoming Super Saiyan Blue, can't anybody just do that?
Well,
I mean, in a way,
maybe it's only full-blooded Saiyans.
Would Piccolo become a super Namekian Blue? Would he just turn blue like that dude from One Punch Man?
Last video. Man wants that.
I mean, the thing is what I want to know is like, what happens if Whis trains Gohan and Piccolo the same way he's been training Goku and Vegeta? Like, what will happen to them?
Maybe it only affects full-blooded Saiyans like that.
Like, can you develop God Ki? That's the question. Like, or are Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue two different things? Like, it's just a lot of things that doesn't make any sense at this point, and hopefully it'll make more sense down the line. But I don't know. What do you guys think about everything we just said? I know there's a lot of information. I know probably a lot of you guys are in the golden state. If you watch Hunter x Hunter, just super confused as we are. So I guess let us know everything you're thinking in the comment section below. Gentlemen, is there anything else?
There's gonna be some guy who's like the most knowledgeable person ever. I'm looking at you, Geekdom, and he's gonna like literally explain all of it in the comments and make us all look dumb.
I hope so. I mean, Geekdom should have been here, but he's away for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, by the way, or happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. Or I guess this came out after Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. But I don't know, if anybody has any information inside, feel free to share it in the comment section below. That's the whole purpose of this video, is to discuss the Secret to God Key and all that good stuff. But gentlemen, anything else?
No. And you better subscribe. Yeah,
let's subscribe and stuff. Yeah. Check out everybody. Link in the description below. Leave a like rating below as well if you enjoyed today's discussion, and we'll see all you amazing people in the comment section below.